What's going on, everybody? I'm Susu. Welcome to the show. Especially for those of you that are new, it's a pleasure having you. I wanted to say thank you to all the people that have subscribed to the channel, all the followers that follow me on Stock Twitch. You guys are awesome, and I greatly appreciate that. There's a way I think about things that might be helpful even for you, and it helps me with trading. It just helps me with life and making progress. And it's when you think about numbers and what they truly are. So when you have 0 followers or 0 subscribers, and you get just 1, you should remember how good that feels, because did you know that the numbers 0 and 1 are separated by an infinite number of values? The 1 is actually, literally, infinitely larger than 0. As crazy as that might sound, it's true. And so, thank you. You are greatly appreciated. Looking at the stocks today, I wanted to act like I'm a new person. Now, let's act like we're new people, and we don't know anything about how to even find stocks. How do I know what's moving in the morning? Where the hell do I go? I've had people ask me that, and one of the places you can go as a new person, first thing in the morning, is Market Chameleon. Now, with TD Ameritrade, Market Chameleon's beneficial because over Robinhood and TD Ameritrade, you can start trading at 7 a.m. and you can sell up to 8 p.m. So you have a 2-hour difference on both ends. You can 2 hours ahead of Robinhood and 2 hours after Robinhood, just to give you an example of the advantage you have there. So what happens here is when you look at that, you can go to marketchameleon.com and go to pre-market. And by going to pre-market, you'd be able to see all this stuff moving in the morning before other people. Or the same as other people, but having TD Ameritrade, you'd be able to trade before a lot of other people. So what you'd see, first thing, open up, you might see something like that, like CAPR up 122%. Now, the numbers are different at the end of the day than what they are here, but the point is, it's the same idea. In the morning, you can go here, you'll get what you need. Then from there, what you could do is you go in, you pull up the actual stock, CAPR, that's Capricor Therapeutics, and then you can take a look, and this is how you can put it on your watch list. And you know, right here in TD Ameritrade, you just hit that plus sign to the right and now add it to your watch list. But looking at the chart, you'd want to know, why should I add it to my watch list? What I would always suggest is when something's moved like this, do not chase it. Make a game plan around it. A technical trader would look at this and go, wow, this is way out of the Bollinger Bands right there, which are those red lines. Let's just take a quick look at the 1-month chart, which I tend to use that more than anything else. You got the Bollinger Bands, which are these red lines right here. When something pops out of the top of those, that means it's overbought. If something pops out of the bottom, that's oversold. And that's supposed to be a signal to buy or sell. However, I've explained in the past, when you have news, the effectiveness is really diminished. And so you end up in a situation where you can't really determine that. But here's your 200-day SMA. That's the pink line. And then your Bollinger Bands. So you have those 2 tidbits of information. Now, what I would do is take the Bollinger Bands away, since we know they're less useful because of the news, and add instead, by hitting that gearbox to the right that you see me clicking on, hopefully, and then the indicators button in the center right there. And you can get rid of the lower chart stuff. You don't need that right now. I'll use it in a second though. And then select the EMA and put in 5 on line 1, 9 on line 2, and 13 on line 3. That will give you these right here. So if you look at the bottom of the page, and then the bottom of the chart, you see these lines right here. And the reason why these are useful, because these are your exponential moving average, and far more useful when you're talking about stocks that have zoomed or popped off big time, and they're going to give you like a day trader's perspective. Okay? What happens there is, I would see this and immediately say, I'm not going to do anything with this until it comes down and touches those. But I also don't have the time to watch it, so I have to kind of anticipate where that might be. One thing I learned is that if you look right here, one thing you'll know is that the low today was around 565, because there it is right there. I just drew a line under it. That's the low, around 565. So if the low is around 565, let's get out of here and redo it again. Matter of fact, you can click on this right here and that'll tell you. See how the L in the box, 565, and the H is 885? That's the high and the low. So right there, I know the low is 565. So I want to take this and basically draw this maroon line, which is the top line. That's the 5-day. I want to draw that up and kind of imagine if it gets up like that, and then kind of imagine what the chart would do, how it's going to be moving around. And I would say that I would want that around there. That's going to be lining up with about the 200-day SMA. It's also where the low was today. And this is where I'm anticipating the lines will go. They'll do something like this. And I want to try to catch it as it comes to that maroon line. So I'm going to set an alert for this thing to tell me when that gets down. And the way I do that is I go to overview, see at the top how it's clicking back and forth. In TD Ameritrade, this is how you do it. Then you just click that one with it got the bell and the plus sign right there. You click that to set an alert so you don't have to watch this stupid thing, because it's just horrible to watch stocks all day. So what you do is you go to at or below, and then you put the price of $5.75. Now what happens is I'll get alerted if it goes to $5.75, not after, not before, just when it goes there, whether or not it falls deep through it or whatever, I'll at least know. And then from that point is when I can start watching it. Rather than having to watch it over days and see if it's ever going to get to the level I want, I can just try to make a plan, and if it goes to my plan, I play the plan. So much easier, right? And then we'll look at one more basically to show you how basically you might go in, and then so you have that one. And we can go to FinViz too, which is FinViz, and that would be right here. And they show a lot of the movers. One of the ones right under it is AETI. I'll just do that one really quick. With AETI, I actually looked at this earlier. I don't like what I'm seeing in it. It's so far. Look at how it's above everything. Those are your EMA lines. If you get rid of those, pull up the Bollinger Bands right there. It's just way out of everything. That's like the first time a candle has almost been totally out of the Bollinger Bands. Like it was out. But this one's like almost totally out, and it's the biggest one. So in my perspective, I would sell the shit out of this thing and be done with it for now and just let it collapse back to earth. I mean, looking at the 1 year, how many times has it done this? Like 5, 6 times. Look, every time it does it, it falls back down. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the 6th time. And never once has it held up. Every single time it does it, it falls deep too. Goes all the way back down. It's not like it's going up and then like this and slowly but surely building. It's just collapsing down. In fact, if you were to look at the linear regression line on it, which is just a little thing you can add to it, right here on the upper chart, just get rid of the Bollinger Bands, do linear regression. Look at that linear regression. It's facing down. It's that green line right there. It's that green line going right across the middle of the screen. So pretty much it's telling you this is a downward sloping chart. Actually, it's more like that right there. It's a downward sloping chart, and that's never a good thing because it's over a year and it's not facing up at all, and I don't like it. So the way I would treat this is I'd sell the shit out of it as soon as possible and be done with that. And then if it ever comes back down to earth, maybe consider buying it again. So that's my deal on that. I know that seems short-lived and quick, but look how far it is above the linear regression line. It's probably going to need to come back to at least that. So it should be coming back down to the dollar range at some point. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, but I wouldn't want to have a piece of my pie involved with that at the moment, especially if you've had it since 75. Take your profits, man. You did a great job. You did a fantastic job if you earned from 75 to $1.50. You did an amazing job, and you should take your reward. So that's what I have to say about that. Hopefully this video was helpful. I know it was a bit quick and to the point, but I just wanted to show you guys how someone new can kind of, hey, there's the movers. This is where I get them at. This might be how I can make a decision to trade it rather than just chasing, or someone saying, hey, it's going to 5. It's going to the moon, bro. We're going to 10 for sure. And then you kind of like, oh my God, is he serious? You know, I'm going to get excited about this. I'm going to make a decision. Yeah, I'm just going to go with it. And then it drops, $1.50, $2, 50%. And you're like, what? So my suggestion is just don't chase and don't listen to people. Kind of look at your chart and make a plan. I mean, you can listen to people, but don't listen to people that just tell you something's going up $5, because that's almost never true. All right, so look at kind of like the proof, the analysis, the evidence that they have to back up the things that they're saying. And if they don't have those things, and if they don't even have a picture of their self, you might want to consider that. I mean, consider that if you're following someone and they got and they don't even have a picture of their face. Why don't they have a picture of their face? I get it. Maybe they have a logo or like some cool name, that they have, but can I have a picture of your face, but trying to be advising people how they might be able to best invest their money is a little bit concerning to me, because they don't know. You don't even have your face. Like you guys, I'm almost like an open book. Like you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I'm everywhere, and it's me. It's always the same guy. It's pretty much me. You're not gonna get something different. And the good thing about that is that obviously means I'm not hiding from anybody. I have no concerns. You see me in a nice studio doing things. Kind of like, you can see I'm doing stuff and I'm a real person. And I think that's advantageous to be able to do that. So hopefully you guys find some value in that. I know I got a lot of value inside you guys. Let's see what Fire Opal said, I think the time has come again to do some more Watchlist weeding. Forgot all about J&J and see that it went and came back down too. So thanks for the heads up. You're absolutely welcome. That's the next video I'm going to do. Guys, thank you for showing up. Of course, so that I show out. I love you guys. Peace. Peace.
Broken